Alright, people. Story time. This was almost 20 years ago, so my memory might be a little hazy. With XCOM gone and no sign of any survivors from HQ, I had somehow fallen in with a couple of other misfits the aliens hadn't managed to kill yet. We mostly kept our heads down and scavenged what we could. Until one day we found a map. A map claiming to point towards a human sanctuary. A gathering place for those of us still out there. We were suspicious, of course, but we didn't really have much else to lose. 5 minutes in either direction and we would have never met. But for whatever reason, my little group seemed to get along pretty well. We weren't much more than wandering vagabonds at that point, but the map gave us a purpose, something to work towards. That meant moving through occupied territory, though, so this was sure to be a test of our resolve. Frag out! Taken care of. I had been moving in the trenches, surviving on whatever I could, wherever I could. Truth be told, I had just about given up on everyone by then. Our so-called leaders had already told the world the fight was over, and I was in no position to convince anyone otherwise. I could use the exercise. That's affirmative. It's down.
¡En marcha!
I don't remember all the details, especially how I made it out of the base back then. I woke up in a smoking pile of rubble and crawled as far as I could. Beyond that, there was a lot of dark, bitter days in between. Boom!
Enemigo abatido.
On my way. Throwing grenade!
Target's still up!
I think we scared him. We had hoped we could scavenge a few supplies. Maybe find something to eat at the diner. Unfortunately, the aliens didn't give us a whole lot of time to look around. Missed the target. I'm almost out of rounds.
Nada. Munición en las últimas. Covering now.
On the move. Taken care of. Running dry. It's strange to think what it was like back then, before Advent became the front. There were plenty of aliens, but a lot less barking. Stranger still is how quickly people forgot what the real faces of the war looked like. You wouldn't think the novelty of alien invaders would ever wear off.
Preparada.
In the early days, the faceless weren't even disguised half the time. And there were all kinds of silly-ass rumors about shape-shifting animals, vehicles, all kinds of things. That made trust even harder to come by among strangers. Rolling.
Moving to Overwatch. Poniéndome en guardia.
Scanning. Not even close. Get it together. We had to make do with whatever weapons we could scrounge up. We didn't know a whole lot about the alien tech back then. I figured if we actually found anything XCOM built, pointed at the aliens first. Closing on target position now. Nailed him. My ammo's running low. The first day went well, but now the aliens knew we were up to something. Our first stop yielded a few decent upgrades, but nothing that was going to set the world on fire. And there was only so much we could take with us. We had to travel light if we were going to keep up this pace.